It's a cold day. It's a cold day. What up, everybody? Um, we're gonna start trading at whatchamacallit, 9:30. I'm just on here a little bit earlier than I need to be. Um, yeah. Yeah. All right. So before I get started trading, um, I like to have my tea ready. Just like to get myself centered. I do like to pray before I start trading as well. Um, so kind of just like putting y'all onto my process in general. And yeah, so we're gonna start in a few minutes. So let me just say a quick prayer. Lord, we just want to thank you for the day. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Another chance to get up and grind, do what we need to do to be successful, do what we need to do to be great. Just thank you for life once more. Thank you for waking us up in our right minds, and just blessing us with the cognitive ability to, even attempt to do something like trading. Thank you for all the mercies that you've given us. Thank you for the grace. Your mercies and your grace definitely extend far beyond, our required understanding. But we thank you for it. And as we, start this day, we start this session, let it be productive, let it be successful. Help us to just be able to be patient, identify the best setups possible, and just come up with a successful session. In your name we pray, amen. All right, bet. So, for those of you that are not aware of what we're doing the little challenge here. It's called 100 to 100,000 in 75 days, right? So that's what we're working with. Let me see if I can put you on some game real quick. All right, so that's my trading view. Let me show you my logbook so I can show you all what I'm working with real quick. All right, so this is my logbook. This is what I used to log all my trades. It's just a manual Excel sheet, nothing fancy. But here's the 100 to 100K trading plan. So each day, this is day 2. Each day, my clock is supposed to be at a certain balance. At the end of day 1 yesterday, because we started yesterday, and we started yesterday. At the end of it, we were at 196. So we had a plus of 96. Actually, I think I did it right the first time. It probably should have been this minus this, because we're supposed to be at 110, but we were at 196. So the plus minus here is 86 from where we should be. So that sounds about right, actually. So yeah, let's make that adjustment. But yeah, so we started off really, really good. We've already started day 2 because we were streaming last night. So if you look here on my log sheet, we got 2 trades in early this morning, about 1 o'clock. We got a total of 35.75. So now we're up to 231. So based on that, we are actually at a balance that would run us around day 9 on this tracker. So as our balance increases, we're going to be highlighting the days that we've completed, because obviously we're way ahead of where we should be. But that also puts us in a very unique position to be very relaxed, very calm, and just wait for positions that make sense, you know? So that's that with that. I'm gonna put this to the side for now. We won't be using this until we're done. We're trading from 9:30 to 10:30, 1 hour. That's about it. I don't really want to be in the market for longer than an hour. So with that being said, I'm just going to do some markups in the meantime. And really and truly, I think I've gotten so used to this. Once I understand a particular strategy, I tend to be able to just rock with it really well without any major challenges. And so this one is so simple. It takes less than 2 minutes to set up, that I don't even need to use TradingView, to be honest with you, but I'm using TradingView just to basically show y'all what it pretty much looks like. And this was such a very, very nice setup that we missed at about 8:30 this morning. So I'm kind of mad, but this would have been the trade in the morning, for real. We had 2 opportunities for entries right here. If we got in just above here, we would be up. Ooh, that's nasty. Damn, that's crazy. Let me see how much pips this is. Take a buy entry here. Stop loss would have been about a pip because we crazy like that. I don't know why we're crazy like that when them tight stops, but and we would have been up. Ooh, we would have been up 1,000 pips at this point. Not 1,000, because this is actually 10 pips. So divide this by 10. Yeah, 100 pips and going and counting. This would have been the trade of the morning, guys. We missed out on this. We missed out on that, but it's fine. So had we been here on the chart from, let's say, maybe 8 a.m., we definitely would have seen these highs. We definitely would have seen these lows. We may have gotten intrigued at the possibility of taking a trade here at 8:30. I'm guessing there was news at 8:30 or something. There must have been news. Let me check real quick. That's the only thing that makes sense with such a big jump. I mean, it is gold, but that's the only thing that makes sense. Friday. There was news at 8:30. See, I can tell when this shit. So this was probably a very fast candle. And if you look at this big wick, this probably shoot it up as well, came back down, closed right here. So the trade didn't really make sense until maybe about the 8:40 candle, when things kind of to relax a little bit, and I still probably wouldn't have been able to get in. It probably would have been too fast. So maybe it's a good thing I wasn't here. This may have been a headache. We don't have music in until 10, but the folders aren't very, very expressive. So we should get some volume, but not too much that it creates a problem for us. So. All right. Well, this is good. So I also want to do what's it called? Yeah, I also want to do NAS 100. I'm gonna look at that in a second, but I plan to do that as well. So let's see here. We've got lows here. These highs were taken out already. These lows are still unmitigated. These lows are still unmitigated. These highs were taken out already. This was a very good resistance area that was broken. with the news, obviously, but we had this here earlier that, was very, very good, and that got taken out as well. So we could ignore pretty much anything on the buy side. I know the market is trending buys, but right now, unless there's some kind of pullback that I can get a re-entry for, I can't get in the market on anything on this. So on the NAS side of things, let's see here. First of all, I need to make sure I have the right. Where's NAS now? 20984. I'm talking about trading NAS. I'm not even sure if I have the right thing up for that. It's going to be US 100. Interesting. Here we go. Is it this? I'm guessing it's this because the other ones are expired. I don't know why your charts would be expired at any given point in time, but let's try that. What did we say it was at? 2971. No, it's not. It's not exactly the same. It's definitely not exactly the same. 21. Well, it's the same. It's just that the prices are different. But if you look at the charts, they're pretty much the same. This is saying 2988. This is saying 21. So the entry prices will be different, but the chart itself appears to be the same. My problem is I don't even know what lot sizes to use on that, so I'm gonna have to kind of like fool around with it a little bit just to kind of understand. So we might keep it simple on that. We might do something like a 0.15 and see how that goes. But let's mark this up real quick. We've got lows right here for sure. Kind of, whatever. We have highs here from the left-hand side that was broken. All of these mini highs were broken as well. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this, right? So all these mini highs were broken on the left-hand side here. So this one was broken. It's kind of still at entry point now. And honestly, we could maybe look to take a trade, but it's a little bit iffy because I don't know. I don't know the exact calculation for NAS in terms of what the breakout would be for if I get like 10 pips, or let me see something real quick right here. If we enter here, see, this is what they said 10 pips is. Right. Or 103 points, I guess, whatever. I don't know. And then this is consolidation right here. So probably what I would do for NAS is get in a little bit more expressive here. Let's get rid of this. So these are lower lows that we can look at, but then also, we can look at the fact that we have lows right here, right? That we're trying to break. So we're going to use the wicks for these now to try and make this interesting for NAS. And we have highs right here. So if we have breaks on any of these points, then maybe we can look at taking a trade for NAS. Also, I want to look at the fact that we've got potentially some trend line bias kind of going on right here, right? That's a lot of touches. So if it breaks below this trend line, breaks below this line right here, I may be interested to take a sell, right? But definitely for sure, if it comes down and breaks this one, I'm definitely taking a sell for sure. And then obviously on the buy side of things, like I said, there's highs over here were broken already. right? So it's in and around the entry area, but now the only way I'm going to be comfortable taking a buy is just its consolidation right here, is if it breaks out of this area right here. Let me see something real quick because I think it confluences with, yeah, it's kind of like a high right here as well. That would be okay if it really gets to this point and breaks out. Then that's a really good spot to say, all right, bet we can do something with something. So going back to gold, again, still no pullbacks to say that I can. And then what I'm gonna do at this point is, can I get this? Cool. Perfecto. Let's do that, and let's take that off. So let's go on this side, and let's do this and take that off. So we got NAS on the left that we're watching. We've got gold on the right that we're watching, right? And we've got TradingView ready. In the event we want to take a trade, let's bring this out. 0.25 on NAS. We do have US30 there, but we probably won't be messing around with US30 today. But if we had to, ooh, US30 put me through the ringer yesterday, boy. But if we had to, I'd probably look at lows right here, which are tested already. The highs have already been broken right here. And like I said, my thing is so simplistic. And this is a resistance turn support point. So the market broke through, came back, tested it. This would be a good time to enter the trade. It came back though and tested another time. So, there would have been some drawdown to handle it. This is probably, I don't even know what caused this, but we missed out on this for this momentum move for US30 for sure. This would have been a nice trade. But I'm so scared of US30 that I don't even really be, not even going to hold you. I don't even really be looking at it. So, yeah. So now we just wait, really. I'm not taking any trades. I'm not forcing anything. I'm waiting to see what I want to see. If I don't see it, I'm not taking it. So NAS looks like it's setting up real nice. And let me put this over here so I can be ready to trade just in case. Ooh. I got in on NAS. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna put my trailing stop loss thing on this as well because I don't know what the setup for NAS is, to be honest with you. So we up. Actually, let's do a trailing. And the trade closed just now. We won the trade. We got $4. But that 0.25. So I need to understand. Well, it's probably for the best. So we got a piece of NAS just now, but our lot size was clearly too low for it to be any real money. But we got in. That's good. We got in. We made a little money. But let me see if I can understand what took place. It's going to be hard because the prices aren't exactly the same, but let's see here. 21034 was my price. 21034.8 was my price. Okay, that's good enough. And it says I got stopped out at 21,052.3. Oh, that's almost down there. Perfect. So this is saying it's 174 points. So 17 pips. So the pips are the change in the last two numbers. And for 17 pips at 0.25, and I have to be doing some serious math like this sometimes to kind of understand the value of some of these things, because I only know gold by heart, to be honest with you. Gold is my bread and butter. So you're saying I got 17 pips right here for $4 and what? $4.43. That's interesting. And it's just saying 17.4, because I could take another trade on NAS pretty soon after this candle, to be honest with you, based on how it's printed. But I need to figure this out real fast. 17.4, so it's probably 17.5, to be honest. So 443 divided by 17.5 would have been like 25 cents per point, right? Or per 10 points at 0.25. So maybe if I had it at $1, you'd multiply this by 4 and then multiply it back by the same 17.4, and that would have been $17. So maybe I should be using 1.0 for NAS. All right, see, that was simple, real quick. So now we kind of have an idea of what lot size we want to use for NAS. So we use the 1.0 for future trades. Cool. We missed this whole momentum. I don't even know how, because I had a trailing stop on this thing of 90 points. I don't even know how it got back to that, to be honest with you. It's a mystery. But we made some money, so we'll log that later. Let's look for another trade. I don't know how. And I was trying to ride that whole entire wave because we got in somewhere here. Actually, I took the trade when it came over this line. So we should have been able to ride this shit, go all the way up here, and it would this pullback would kick us out. But I suspect we'll get another chance to trade. Like I said, this high is really, really like a nice area. And so it's trying to respect it, but if it doesn't, then we should be able to aim for maybe these highs right here, which are all the way over here. We should be able to aim for those highs, right? And if we do that, it should be a good trade. And then if these highs are broken, then obviously we're looking at maybe trying to aim for, let's see which one of these make more sense. I figured that one makes more sense. We can maybe aim for this high right here. So we have a couple options in areas. It just all depends on what the market wants to do. And again, we don't try to predict what the market is going to do with this strategy. We just work with whatever it gives us, and we capitalize in that moment. So momentum is very key for this strategy. We that's why we here only between 9:30 and 10:30. I know there's some expectation for some news to come out very, very soon, as a matter of fact. News is at 10 o'clock. So we got news in 15 minutes, guys. So we should expect to see some volume pretty quick on that. So gold is pulling back and is giving us an opportunity to maybe look for setups here, right? So if it breaks this area on gold, then we might have an opportunity to take a trade on gold. So that's nice. It gave us a little pullback. It's still bullish, all the way bullish. It's still all the way bullish. If you look at all this jazz, it's been bullish since, since at least yesterday morning. After it made that significant drop, it's been bullish. So we like that for us. It's just waiting on the appropriate time to make that move. So we'll see here. I'm setting up to take back this buy on Nas again, if it gets to it. Given that I already made $35 this morning, like I said, I'm not really trying to be aggressive at all, and I'm way ahead of my targets right now. So just looking for good setups. We only want good setups. That's all we want. Now, if gold was crazy enough to do some shit like coming back and break it here, then we could maybe target here. And that would be probably, what is this? 36 pips. So we could probably target 30 pips real easy. And if we got that, whew, yeah, so we just wait. We just play the waiting game right now. I feel like that move from Nas was a fake out. And I feel like it's going to respect that area of resistance. And it's going to pull back, break through all of this, break through those lows, and we're going to get some sells for lows. There's a big gap right here. What my friends like to call the fair value gap in the industry. But yeah, there's that big gap right there. And it looks more than promising to come back and fill this gap before it continued making its move, right? So we're looking at potentially something like, okay, you meet this area of support again. It might just break all the way through the area of support, come here, maybe tap in halfway, fill that, then pull back through, test this area once more again, and then come here, maybe do a small pullback, and then continue going. I don't know. You really can't tell what these markets are going to do. It's all just whatever. But I have a strong feeling it's going to come back, try to fill this gap, or try to fill some of this gap, because it left some of the buyers behind. And then you also have people that, like me, that had like stop losses or trailing stop loss. It's trying to take them all out, either take their money or just get them out of the trade altogether. So play the waiting game. So now we just broke the trend line. If I was a betting person, I would just take my trade here because it broke this trend line. But I'm gonna play it safe. I don't need to be aggressive. I'll wait until I get the break on this entire kind of like support area here. If I get the break on this wick, then I'm looking for sales for sure. So, and there's 45 seconds left on this candle. So, a new 5-minute candle is going to be printed. Now, if that new 5-minute candle starts a little bit bullish, then I'm looking for it to reverse and continue to be bearish. And that's going to be good for a proper trade. So let's see. I like that it's trying to stay strong. It's trying to close strong. I like that. And it's trying to close and break below that trend line. That's good. Oh, yeah, that's a good close. Oh, and look how it started, too. Let me get in on this real quick. Already up in profit. already up in major profit. Let me put my trailing stop loss on this. It's gonna be nasty. 140. All right, I closed it. I took some money and I closed it. I didn't even bother to wait no more, and it's still pushing. It's still pushing. I can take myself there again. Is it gonna pull back on me? It might pull back on me. It might pull back on me. And I'm gonna just close that again because I don't like that it's being iffy around that area. But we closed the first trade, so we made like $14 on that. Like I said, I'm just grabbing profit at this point. I'm not even caring. But that was a nice little piece of chunk. So now we up, I don't know, $20 already on the morning. And like I said, I don't need to be aggressive. I'll show you guys a trading plan again, just so you can see where we are and what we're trying to accomplish, really. But there's no need for me to be aggressive at all. Where's my logbook? So now, it's like now real quick. Ooh, look at that pullback. But I was right though. This thing closed and you got a little bit of bullish pullback, and then you got all of that volume right there. Nice. And what it really was trying to do is it was trying to tap into this gap right here to get some of these people that were left behind and then move up. So I knew it was going to try. It was going to at least break this area and try to come down here. But what was I saying? So based on where that count is now at 251, right? At 251, we should be at day 10. We are not currently day 2, right? In fact, if I get $8 more on any trade, I will officially be at day 10, right? And so we'll be way ahead of the game. And we just, give God thanks, because this is going good. I feel like I can't take this trade here. The aggressive me would try to take another trade here on this pushback up, but we've once it's broken an area for me, I render that area useless. It's invalidated. I mean, especially if the candle has closed above the area. If it's a wick, then we can look at entering the trade again on that area. But if it's closed, it's like if this red candle came down here and closed below this point, then I would invalidate this area. But because it didn't close below it, it got pushed back up. It shows that this is a strong area of support. If it comes back down, it may be trying to test this area again for like the millionth time, and you might can get some, some cheddar from it. But again, no need to be aggressive at all. Zero needs to be aggressive. And I will show you my updated logbook as soon as I can. Gold is where I need to be to take a trade now. I do want to get in and get a quick trade on gold. There's 1 minute left in this candle. I'm going to take a buy here and see how strongly it finishes. But this looks like the candle that I want to be on for gold. With 1 minute left, let's hope it's a strong finisher. I got in a little bit early, but that's fine. We're up on gold now. Slight pullback, but it's fine. I'm gonna set my trailing stop loss on this one for sure. 75 points. Ooh. And we got news after this next 5 minute candle. So this is probably going to be my last trade before I get out completely. And I just want my $10. Boom. Got my $10. I'm out. Did I get charged commission? Damn it, I was charged commission. All right. So I don't think I want to be in the market when any news comes out. I don't care if it's just an orange folder, that's medium level. You have 3 different types of folders, or 4 actually. You have red, orange, yellow, and I think like gray. Red being the most aggressive types of folder that you can find. And this is going to move. Look at this shit for gold. This is going to move. Right? It started out in the right direction first. It started out in red. Right? But this shit is going to move for sure. But we got what we wanted out of gold. We got a little profit, and we're happy with it. But this is gone. This is gone. That's funny. And we can stick around for the next 5 minutes just to see how both pairs react on the news. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll update my sheet with my results from these 4 trades and show you where I'm at overall for the day, because I think I'm done for the day actually. And yeah, that's it. We don't need to be in the market for longer than an hour tops max, in my opinion. Just get in, get out. Don't overcomplicate things. As far as I can see, don't overcomplicate things. So be here now, and I'll show you all what this looks like in a second. We're just watching the markets to see what happens for this next I can't do that. That's crazy. Okay. Well, in that case, I may as well just make this back up. Yeah, I'm probably have to do it like this. All right. So we did US 100. The first trade was a buy at 0.25. We won that trade. We got 4.43. There was no commission. Cool. Then we did US 130 again. We did a sell this time. We did a 1.0. It was also a win. We got $14.20 for that. No commission. Perfect. Now we at US 100 again. It was a sell, same 1.0. It was barely anything, 50 cents, but we'll take it because we get 0 commission on these, which I'm actually starting to love. I may have to trade NAS more often because there's no commission on it. It's just straight cash. And then the last one was gold. Cool. And that was a buy. 0.25. That was a win. We got $10.50. Commission was 3.5. And so we're at that. So yeah, I'll show you guys this update in a second. I just want to see how this next candle goes. And assuming I'm done for the day, then I would set this at 258. And the plus minus is there. And we can save this document now. All right, I'm done updating my logbook, so I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. You see what I was saying about this being invalidated? And I mean, it did give us a little push, so we got a little volume on this wick going up, but essentially, I don't think it's anything to say, oh, this is going up. I know I'll be more confident, even though this is a doji candle printed right here, I'd be more confident with a gold buy right now, coming up on this next 5-minute candle, which we won't be involved in, naturally. In fact, let me close my MetaTrader because I don't want to get suckered into any other trades at all. So let's close that. Did my tea finish? Damn, it's done. All right, it's 10 a.m. New candle printing. News is out. Look at this shit. already. And that was just the put. This shit might actually go the other way. Based on how the candle started, this shit might actually go the other way. Let me see what these groups are calling. These groups are calling sells. Hey, yo. I'm in a couple of Telegram groups where they like give out signals and stuff. I try not to pay attention to them because they're distracting, but since I'm not trying to be in a trade right now, I can actually look at what they're saying. And everybody is calling sells. They call sells from 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, respectively. So they might be right. They might get some money on this because the way this candle started, sells look very, very possible right now. In terms of how far it would sell is a different question. But if we were looking to trade and we have these lows right here, the second it hits these lows, we would be jumping in on momentum, especially if it's news momentum like this, we would be jumping in the second. And it'd be quick money too. Like we're not even trying to stick around too long. Like it'd be quick money. But the bias should be biased. You know, I don't know why they like to go against the bias so much, but the bias should be biased. So it's really just to see whatever it's trying to do. And this is interesting because my trading view has a different view on gold on my phone than it does on the trading view. Is a different view than it does on the MetaTrader, but it's in sells right now for sure. It's in sells right now. This is interesting. The candle closed differently on MetaTrader for this. And you see that big wick at the top? That's a vibe right there. So that resistance area is holding. It got tested once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. That 4th time was really, really good. And the news came out just now in support of sells, I think. I haven't checked. I just assumed it did. Don't quote me on that, please. I don't know. I find it weird that we're at the same price point, but my chart looks so vastly different. Let's see here. M1. I've been on the 5-minute chart this whole time. Why does mine look different? This thing is printing sells on MetaTrader, printing sells, and it's barely printing on TradingView. That's so weird to me. And then the candle before this one on TradingView is red. On mine, it's what candle types am I using? Am I not using regular candlesticks? Yeah, it's not like I'm using Heiken Ashi. How does Heiken Ashi look on this? That's interesting. That is indeed interesting. Heiken Ashi candles are so weird to me, bro. I don't know. I don't know how people use them, but let's see what line breaks look like. It's going to be a no, because why do you look like this? Oh, hell no. Let's go back to regular candles before we get confused altogether. What was that? Okay. This kind of looks like, nope, still not the candle that we were seeing on the phone. That is weird to me. I don't know why, but that's weird to me. I gotta look into what charts I'm looking at on this and making sure that they match back with what is on my MetaTrader, on my phone, and on my computer. But See, they call sells, and I had things for buys. I don't know. I don't know. And Nas is about to break by this area. This is where I would jump in. I would have jumped in for a trade right here at Nas just now. All right. I'd have jumped in for a trade somewhere here. And remind me to check how many. Let me see something. Entry price 2163. So if I go 2173, that's exactly 100 points. Okay, cool. I can check that out. I can check that out in a second. 73. Oh. Gold is gone. Now you take a buy on the momentum. You should have taken a buy on Nas momentum as well. But I stayed out of this. Like I said, I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm not in any rush. And I also need to be very careful about how I want to make sure my understanding on the Nas calculation so I can know what I'm aiming for in terms of points or pips or whatever. I can be really sure about what I'm aiming for. So I want to be cool about that as well. Plus 98, 73. Okay. Okay. So 10 points would just be 63. What is this? 634 plus 10, 644. Got you. All right, I'll calculate that in my own time, but I think I have a better understanding. All right, so I'm done for the day. I'm not taking no more trades. Not until maybe. I've been noticing that there's some real volume at nights between, say, 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. So I may pop back on for a late night trade into early morning trade. It all depends. So now that we're done, real quick before we go, because we don't want to be on this thing for longer than an hour, like I said. And we've been here for 47 minutes already. So I'm trying to pop out real quick. Let's see here. I'll show you the logbook. So this is where we are on the logbook. We got, after last night, we had 4 more trades just now. And how my logbook is done, it just shows me like the percentage increase on my account on each trade. So cumulatively just now, the 4 trades that I did increased my account by 10% from 231 to 258. And I mean, we can do the math on that real quick. 231 multiplied by 0.1. I did that wrong. 231 multiplied by 1.1, sorry, gives you 254. So that shows you it's actually a 10.91% increase. So 231 multiplied by 1.1091, 256. So we got a 10% increase on the account. So the idea is we keep taking these same types of trades. The only thing that will change is the increase on the lot size as the account gets bigger. And that's why this challenge that we're on is plausible. It's viable. It's going to be the same risk factors, so I'll be pushing this account as much as I can to get it to $1,000 before January starts. And then it's game time when it comes January because, we'll obviously try to increase the lot size at that point in time. But obviously I'll know how to scale the lot size based on the percentage change on the account that I'm seeing. I'll know that if I make $25, which is what I usually make on a gold trade, and it doesn't change my account by more than, say, 3%, then that means I have to do 3 of those trades to get to 3%, when usually one trade would give me 24%, 18%, 14, 11, 13. You understand? So from that premise, once I start hitting below the 10% mark on gold at my usual 0.25 lot size, then I'll know I'll need to increase the lot size. maybe to a 0.3, and once we get to the point where we can do 1.0 in gold for these same targets, we'll be hitting $100. But that's when we get to a $1,000 account. So that's why we're pushing to get to the $1,000 account, so that we can, for each trade, we can get, we can target, like $50 or $100 or even $75, whatever the case may be. So that's pretty what we're looking for. We're at 258 now. Where the trading plan is concerned, we're just about $1 shy of being at day 10, but we're closing out. We're going to say that we're at day 10 pretty much. But day 2 is a major success. Our balance is 258 flat. Is it 258 flat? Let me check. Yeah, the balance is 258 flat. And we're at plus 137 for day 2. So we should be at 121. We're at 258. You can't want results better than this. And for today, we're up $61 today. Yesterday was a stronger day. We're up 95, but we did a lot of trades yesterday. Yesterday we did 8 trades. Today we only took 6 trades, and obviously of the 6, really only 4 of them were viable. Of the 8 yesterday, only 6 of them were viable. In fact, if we hadn't put this pending trade in, so let me ignore that. Yesterday was really like 5 trades, to be honest with you. These 2, I don't even really count them because I wasn't sure what lot size I was using. If I had better lot sizes, this would have been better results. But it still had a combined change of 4.1% on the account, and that's still going to be good in my book. I think when you get to big account sizes, let's say this was like a $100,000 account for argument's sake, 3% on a $100,000 account is big money, So when you really think about it like that, like you learn to be okay with whatever you're getting. You get 3% on a $100,000 account, that's $3,000 for that trade. You're not even mad about it. And this trade did not take any time. This trade was a very, very quick trade. This one was an even quicker trade, and this would have been $1,000. So, take those things into account. Even my NAS trades, this was just 2%. This happened in seconds. This 6%, I doubt it took 30 seconds to get to this point. Maybe it was like a minute. This was a 6%. So you really just be mindful when you see the results like this, you're making your annotations, you're logging, and you put into paper exactly what it is you're doing. You really get to, an appreciation of how your work is coming together. So yeah, so that's that. I'm done. Laura, we just want to thank you for another successful session. We appreciate you blessing us with the ability to look at the charts, do our markups appropriately, correctly, accurately. We thank you for allowing us to be patient and wait for good positions, taking good entries, getting good trades. There were no losses today. We're very happy for that. We're very grateful for that. We're very thankful for that. And Lord, as we continue along this journey, we have 63 more days to go. And we know that you will guide us through this process, the road to $100,000 from $100. Lord, we just want to thank you again. We're very, very grateful. And we just, we give thanks. In your name we pray. Amen. And with that, folks, I'm going to jump out. I'm going to hop out. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to go get a nap. I'm going to go watch some TV. And that's what trading life is. And we're going to be traveling next year too. So we travel and trading. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put y'all on this. I promise you. I'm bringing everybody with me. So until next time, we'll be back. We may do Sunday night. Or we may do tonight. But if I do go online tonight, it's going to be on Twitch. So this next session, we won't do another session on YouTube until Monday, 9:30 a.m. Monday. That's the lock-in time. All right, guys. Peace.